welcome to Food Journey Season 5, and we're set for more great food adventures. Some people just love to entertain. Time, effort, money, event planning, and great expectations. But with large gatherings a thing of the past, how can you still entertain and really shine and impress in the kitchen with just one special guest? Hello and welcome to Food Journey. Today we're cooking for just one special guest. Have you got a special person in mind? I do. Although I'm going to be cooking for a virtual guest, as I'm here on my own, I do have somebody in mind, and I'm using them for inspiration. I'm paying attention to detail today as well, and using everything I know about my guest to create something that's really going to impress and taste absolutely fantastic. And I'm not forgetting about the decor. I need to make sure that the plating and the table looks great. I'm making an effort today. So we're going to get started on this really interesting starter. I don't normally eat mushrooms as a complete course. I normally would have them in another recipe or as part of another dish. So today's going to be a little bit different. These beautiful portobello mushrooms that I found, I just sort of stumbled upon them because I don't like shopping with a list all the time. And for some occasion like this, it's better to just go out there and see what's good and then kind of formulate your menu around that. Okay, let's start off with having a look at these beautiful portobello mushrooms. You'll see I'm handling them really carefully because they're lightweight and I don't want them actually falling apart. They're soft. So you can see this lovely almost gill structure here, which is beautiful. And we're taking out the stem, just like that. Same for the other one. Okay. And then we've got to peel off this outer skin. So that's easy. Just a paring knife and off it comes. Now you can leave these on or off, but I'm actually going to take them off. And you just go round and round until you get it off. As I say, being very delicate. I stumbled across these beauties and thought I'd have a go. Almost done. There we go. So that one is now ready to be stuffed. Mushrooms are fungi, which mostly grow on grass and amongst leaves, dead wood, or dead organic matter. They're low in calories though, and have an earthy and unique taste, depending on the variety. Portobellas are really meaty, and because of this, make for really versatile cooking. Beware though, not all mushrooms are edible. Some are poisonous, so know what you're doing before you go picking. Next, the bread. Now this is bread that's been around for a day or two, so it's not fresh bread, but it also isn't spoiled bread. It's not moldy, it's still perfect. And what we need to do is make some breadcrumbs. Traditionally, I put these into the blender, but you can do the same with a knife. Literally just breaking up the bread like so. See? Nice and easy. And then, assuming you have clean hands like me, you can just tear them apart a little bit further. So chop, chop, chop. This is going to be the base for the delicious breadcrumb filling. I can't wait. Okay, we're going to need some onion, just a bit. And again, let's turn it on its side. And really slim slivers is all we need. Nice and controlled so you get what you want. Lovely. Look at that. We need some garlic. I love it, so that was about 5 cloves. We wanted a little bit more smashed than that. There we go. Some beautiful parsley. Let's be generous with this. Mushrooms love it. We're using stems and all. Something about the parsley that's just going to add some beautiful freshness. You can use coriander too, if you like. There we go. And let's go ahead and just add these to our lovely breadcrumbs. Now we need to do something to the onion before we can put it in, as well as the garlic. These are two really strong flavors when they're raw, and we want them to be a little bit more subtle, come across a little bit more subtle in the finished preparation. So we'll take them over to the stove, give them a bit of a saute before we add them to the breadcrumbs.
Hot olive oil in a pan, onions in.
And our bits of garlic. Just give those a zhuzh around, just to take the edge off of them, that's all, nothing more. And it literally takes 1 minute. Okay, now we've let our onions and we've let our garlic cool down a bit. And I don't want you to worry about the fact that there's olive oil in there, because we're going to need that anyway. So scrape it all out like so. And then it's a matter of adding in the other aromatics. Some salt, a good double pinch of that. Some pepper, got some black pepper here. Just a nice little double amount there as well. And we've got some thyme, fresh thyme. I'm going to be generous with this because it's going to really make this mushroom taste fantastic. And some Parmesan cheese. Now this is a bit of a more expensive item, but I had some left over, just a tiny bit, and I'm adding that in for another level of flavor. All that's left now is to kind of incorporate this together first, like so. Looks yummy. And then to wet it with some olive oil. So that's about 4 tablespoons. Don't worry, it's good for you. And we're just going to mix that all in. right? A little bit of water just to moisten the bread a little bit more. That's more of the consistency we're looking for. Better. Great. We don't want these to burn right away. They're going in the oven. Good. That's done, and we can set this aside for a moment.
The rest is simple. A foiled roasting tray. After salt and peppering the mushrooms, drizzle olive oil on both sides. Then carefully spoon in the breadcrumb mixture. Heap it on to cover the whole surface. And then we're going to bake in a preheated oven for 15 to 20 minutes.
It's important to know who you're cooking for. What's their character like? Are they playful, intense, shy? What do they like to eat? Do they have any allergies or aversions? Well, I know my guest loves everything American. And when I say that, I'm talking about the music, the theater, and especially the food. So, I'm going to make an amazing meal that I know they've been longing for a long time, and that's a steak. I'm really going to wow them today with my locally sourced ribeye. Now that we've got our mushrooms in the oven, getting nice and golden and crispy brown, we can start off on making these vegetables. I wanted to do something interesting, easy, and impactful, and rustic. So I decided to just roast off some veggies that I found, which are really nice in the market today.
My rustic roast will be a mixture of textures. Capsicum crunch, mellow aubergine, and sweet carrots, seasoned in fresh herbs and olive oil.
So let's get started with all that prepping. Bung it in the oven. This is the hard stuff, the prep. Okay, next up, the aubergine. Beautiful shiny one here. I love these. They're also called black beauties. They come from the eggplant family. And you know our local garden egg, the little green one, it's quite bitter. And these used to be years ago, but somehow I think they've sort of Greeked it out. So instead of having to layer salt on this to bring out any of the bitterness, you'll find that there isn't any. So I'm just going to slice this in nice long pieces so we can put it into our roasting tray. Take the top off and come closer and have a little look. A big slice down the middle, revealing this beautiful flesh. One more. And one again. I think I'll use half of this one. That's all that's needed there. Okay? And just cut big rustic pieces. Let's not waste any of it. For the garlic, I'm roasting whole, so off with its head. Same with the other one. 2 beheadings. And what we'll do is just add these to the roasting tray as well. So the whole idea for this rustic part of the roasting is to just olive oil up your roasting tray, salt in, pepper in, whatever aromatics. For me, It's some thyme, and I'm just literally breaking off big pieces of this. And then all you do, add a little garlic, whack that in. See, I've just bruised it. And then you just get in your veg. And we're going to just put these in like this. Get the clean hands in and mix it about. So you're getting all that, oops, get back in there, getting all that lovely seasoning on your veggies. Beautiful, look at that. You can see it all changing color as the oil incorporates in. There we go. And we will just wait for our few carrots and add those as well when they're ready.
I'm going to use some of this lovely lettuce next to make a little green nest around the mushroom. With a tomato, I'm making a small decorative rose out of the skin in one long red ribbon, and then gently twisting it into a baby rose. I've chosen to set up my table in the dining room nicely with special things. An African-themed diningware set from Malawi. And just putting everything together bit by bit with purpose. I want my virtual guest to see that I've put effort into everything. Not my everyday plates, glasses, or napkins. Taking into consideration the aromatics in the room by activating some rose essence potpourri. I'm happy with this. And the starter is served. It looks inviting, don't you think? While all that was happening, our veg has been roasting. And this is the result. Just like I wanted. Rustic looking and Moorish. Delightful. It's steak time now, with a thick local ribeye. I'm excited about this for sure. First things first though. Three things need to happen to this meat. 1, it has to be seared to lock in the moisture. 2, it has to rest to redistribute the juices. 3, finish off either in the oven or a pan like I'm going to do. The spuds have been boiled and mashed, so we can finish them off now. Let's dress this plate now with a smear of pepper sauce and our steak next. I've made a handy food ring out of a plastic cup to shape the potatoes. Finish off with a rustic veg. And what a promising and yummy looking plate. For dessert, we're zizzing up a fabulous artistic pineapple, keeping it nice and light and refreshing after that heavy meal.
Now we're going to take this humble pineapple, beautiful pineapple on the outside and delicious tasting on the inside, and create something a little bit artistic for our dessert. You know, I said we've been eating all that heavy food, so we're looking for something light and refreshing. So here goes. We've got to split this down the middle and sharp knife and just go for it. And when I say down the middle, I mean all the way down the middle, including the top prickly bit. And there we go. Isn't that beautiful?
See the boat shape coming into life? Well, that was really fun, and everything looks just fabulous on the table.
Well, thank you for joining me today on Food Journey for our special Table for Two. I hope you're going to go off and try this Sunday, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.